Hi beautiful, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to test out some of the new products that I purchased recently from the new Mecca store. Now I did a haul of the products that I purchased, which will be either uploaded before this video or after, but without further ado, let's hop right into the video. It's not entirely a full face, so we'll just fill in the gaps in between. I'm going to start off with this Korres Lip Balm right here, and this is the aloe. And I just needed a good lip balm because this winter time my lips has been so chapped. For primer today, I am going to try out this Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores primer, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this. I have typically oily skin with enlarged pores, so this would be a great primer to try. And I mainly purchased a travel size because I don't want to commit yet, just in case I don't like the primer. So it looks like this, and it kind of reminds me of the Benefit Professional primer. And I'll just pop this in the areas where I have large pores and massage it into the skin. It has the same texture as the Benefit Professional, and it feels very smooth and velvety to the touch, and it definitely mattified my skin and filled in my pores. So for foundation, I'm just gonna quickly apply a mixture of the Loreal Pro Glow and the Mecca Max foundation. I have a really exciting product in concealer, and this is the Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I purchased the shade Warm Beige. If this works out well, I want to purchase my shade so I can just basically use this on the go if I want to touch up or anything. But this product right here comes with 15 mils of product. It comes in this frosted acrylic container, which feels very heavy. It has a huge doe foot applicator, which can pretty much cover my entire face. And if you have not seen this product, this is what it looks like. This recently launched in New Zealand, I think 2 days ago, and I'm actually quite pleased. I had no idea that they were gonna bring it anytime soon in New Zealand. I'm going to pop on. The color that I picked up is a good match against this foundation because it's like the light yellow color, which almost reminds me of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. It feels very lightweight. It doesn't have any strong scent at all, but we'll see about the coverage because looking at it now, it looks like it has a creamy formula. I should have done one eye at a time for you to see the difference between my dark circles, but I'm going to blend that up to my lid, and this is what it looks like with a few swipes. I would say the coverage is medium at this point. I could use another layer of concealer mainly on this area right here, which is the darkest area that I have. But on my lids, if you compare this lids to this eyelids right here, it pretty much covered majority of the darkness that I have. I'm actually quite impressed. I have not tried any concealer from Too Faced. I have tried the Peach Perfect foundation, and I actually enjoy that foundation. This foundation is definitely blending out really good. Like, you have a lot of time to work your way around the concealer because oftentimes there's some concealers that sets immediately on the eyes, but this one you have a lot of work time. Though the coverage on my skin personally and my preference, it's not entirely full, so I could use another layer. So I'm going to do that just on these areas where it's very dark. And I'm actually quite happy with that coverage. So I'd say that it is medium to buildable coverage. It does feel lightweight on the skin. It has a very creamy formula that blends into the skin. It feels hydrating. It does not feel like my under eyes are tugging. It does settle into my fine lines, so I feel like this is the type of concealer that you really have to set straight away, but for the most part it's a good concealer. Now I don't know if this is going to be a good concealer for me on contouring, because personally I'm kind of over that cream contouring stage. I have a powder here to try, and this is the Hourglass translucent powder, which again came out recently. I decided to purchase the travel size because again this powder is very expensive, and if it doesn't work on my skin, I don't want to have to regret paying almost $100 for a powder where I could just use my Coty sponge. The original tub that it comes with, it has that gold divot where you can actually keep the product in there without it spilling all over the place, but this one is, since it's travel size, it comes in that normal packaging. I quite like the sifter though because it has an edge. There's not a lot of product that comes out and it's not very messy. So this is what it looks like. It has a tint of beige, which is good for setting the under eye because I don't like to have that pink undertone to it. So I'm going to grab a brush and just pack this on. I don't like to bake, so I'm just gonna work this underneath my eye. So it definitely mattified and smoothed out my concealer, but then it left this very subtle, healthy glow. So it doesn't fully look matte, which I guess would be great if you have dry skin, but if you have oily skin, maybe not a very good idea to use this powder to set all over your face, but maybe to set your T-zone or under eye, it would be good. Personally, I like a more mattifying powder, but for underneath the eyes, I like the natural finish and natural glow that it gives. It kind of reminds me of the NARS light reflecting loose powder that I tried out. It's a very interesting powder. It did brighten the under eye area and the areas where I applied that powder. So for the rest of my face, I'm just going to quickly set it with my usual translucent powder, and then we'll move on to the face product. I picked up this Too Faced Natural Face Palette, and it is so heavy. The packaging is so gorgeous. I don't know if I want to throw this out. Maybe I won't. I'll use it as a display, but oh my god, it's so pretty. I personally have not tried any other Too Faced products apart from their latest Peaches and Cream collection. So this is what it looks like. Again, this was featured in my haul. I kind of played around with it a little bit just to see what it looks like. So here is the palette. So for my skin tone, this 4 shades right here, from this side going to this side, these all could pass as a blush because I have more of a medium tan skin tone, and chances are these won't really show up on me. But then on the leaflet that it came with, Sunny Honey and Tropic Like It's Hot are great bronzers, so I think that could work. So I am going to start off with Sunny Honey, which is that one right there, and I'm going to use like a more dense brush as opposed to dual fiber when I usually do my bronze. So I'm going to dip my brush there. It smells so good, and I will try to bronze. So it kind of shows up on my skin a little bit. Looking in the monitor, it's definitely there, and it's quite subtle. I actually quite like that. You know, this palette would be great for summer because you could use it for your eyes and your face. I'm going to contour my nose with it. I look pretty bronze. I actually quite like that Sunny Honey. I didn't expect that it will actually show up on my skin. Now for blush, I think I am going to mix Pink Sand and Pink Wink just to have a little bit of everything. That's definitely so pigmented. So I'm going to tap the excess. For blush, I like to pull it far back. For the highlight, I am going to go and use this shade right here called Satin Sheets, and that's definitely gold. Oh, it's showing up as gold. So I don't know. how I feel about that. I have another highlight to try out, so for the sake of evening it out, I'll just quickly put that on the other cheek. But that is quite dark against my skin tone. I don't like that highlight. I am going to just quickly put Sunny Honey on my eyes as a all-over transition. And then I'll put a little bit of Tropic Like It's Hot on the outer V. I'm gonna pull that Sunny Honey underneath my lower lash line. And then Tropic Like It's Hot on the outer V. So the next product that I'm going to try, and I think this is the last product that I picked up, is this Mecca Glow Powder. Now they came out with this recently and it comes in 3 shades. I purchased the one that says Bronze Heat because it has a nice champagne gold highlighter. So this is what it looks like. And oh my god, it's so pretty and reflective. I don't even want to touch it. But I'm going to swatch the bronze and the highlighter. I died. So you can't really tell, but it's very reflective, very metallic. I'm thinking that I could use this bronze shade on my eyes and then highlight with this one right here. Again, it's a little bit too gold on my skin tone, but this one is a little bit lighter than the highlighter that we have on the Too Faced palette. So what I'm going to do is to pick up the bronze shade with my finger because I feel like that would work best, and I am going to apply that on my lids. That is so pretty. I'm going to just blend that, dip into that bronze shade, and then I'm going to just define my crease a little bit with this brush. This also could work if you wet the brush, but I feel like because it's very metallic, it's pretty just as is. What I'm going to do is to actually pick up the lighter shade and I am going to put that on top, mainly in the middle. The champagne definitely highlighted the bronze, which I like. So what I'm going to do is to grab a brush and dip into the bronze shade and run that on my lower lash line. For inner corner highlight, I am going to grab this gold. I am going to pick up this shade right here on a fan brush. So here is what my face looks like. I am definitely summer ready looking at my makeup look. Now overall, my thoughts, I actually quite like this concealer. I feel like this would be a great face concealer as well. Like if you're one that you just wanna spot conceal and then you're good to go, because one, the doe foot applicator kind of covers like majority of your face, and two, it comes in a whole wide of shade range which you can definitely find your perfect match. And two, it's just easy, it's very lightweight, it doesn't feel cakey or heavy, which I like. For the face palette, is it worth it? Personally, if I really have to be honest, it's not worth getting a face palette, especially this heavy, because it's not travel friendly. My favorite shade would have to be Sunny Honey because I did not expect it to show up on my skin. As you can see, it gave me a natural bronze. Tropic Like It's Hot has got more of a reddish warmer undertone, which can look very harsh on my skin, but this could definitely work as a blush. Practicality, it's not worth it, but if you just want an addition to your collection, maybe give this a go. For the most part, the primer is good. It's actually great for oily skin, especially if you have problem with pores. It says right here that it's a mattifying primer that blurs flaws. I would highly suggest for you to grab the travel size first though before you fully commit, because sometimes products can work on different skin types, so just keep that in mind. For the powder, this is very, very expensive and bougie. Do you need it? No. I feel like the Coty S-Bahn Loose Face Powder works a lot better in terms of setting your face, and it does the same job. Though the only difference is that this powder gives you a natural glow. If you can see, my under eyes is set, but it's not like matte, wrinkly matte, if you know what I mean. Like, it gave a nice ethereal glow underneath my eyes, which makes me look more awake and healthy. The lip balm is good. It's very hydrating. Would I repurchase this? Probably not. I would rather purchase the one in tub because I feel like the one in the tub works a lot better than this. But in terms of like practicality, this is better because you don't constantly dip your finger into a tub, so it's more hygienic in a way. So this is an okay product. The one that I really like, and it blew my mind entirely, is this Mecca Max, what's this called? Glow Powder Highlighting Duo. Oh my goodness, like if you want to glow, grab this one. This is only 28 bucks. It's very cheap, and as you can see, it works so amazing on my eyes. Like, it gave me that bronze goddess glow. The highlighter is a little bit too gold. I don't know if that's how it reacted on my skin tone, but it kind of reminded me of the Fenty Beauty, the Hustler Baby Mean Money duo. It doesn't look chunky on the face. It looks very smooth. It looks like I'm just glowing. That's it for my first impression slash get ready with me. I hope you liked this video. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more updates, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye!